Hello YouTube, this is The Bucket coming at you today with the PSA Dagger first impressions video. So I went ahead and I saw some videos about the patents for the Glock 19 Gen 3 starting to expire and how many companies were going to start creating pretty much a carbon copy of the well-loved and workhorse firearm, the Glock 19 Gen 3. And I was kind of excited, you know, just being a gun guy, wanting to come out and see what those different firearms had to offer. And I saw, and I bought lots of things from Palmetto State Armory, and I've always been pretty impressed with it. The AR-15 that I have is a Palmetto State Armory, and I enjoy it, and I think it's great. And so I went out to try to buy one of these. This was about a year ago, and they were sold out. And with the lockdowns and with the COVID, all that kind of stuff, you just couldn't get a hold of one. And the other day I saw this on Gun.Deals, and I said to myself, I have got to get my hands on one of those. So I rubbed my wife's feet, did some laundry around the house, cleaned some stuff up, and lo and behold, this came in the mail. So I wanted to show you what you get with your PSA Dagger. So it comes in this box. It's a pretty nice box. This is the PSA Dagger Compact 9mm CC. I went ahead and I did something a little bit different. For me, I am a old school purist when it comes to my firearms, and as a general rule, I go with one color and one color only, and that is the black. But this time, I got something a little bit different. I got a green one. Now this particular one is supposed to be a Conceal and Carry model, and they have some different cuts on it that make it look a little bit different. We'll talk about that. So when you get this, you do get this really nice firearm manual. The photos are nice, detailed, easy to read, color, good strong manual. That's nice. You do get a Palmetto State Armory sticker that will go up on the wall of fame. You get some literature on how to be a good, safe gun owner, something for right to bear arms. Then you get a Palmetto State Armory with the pink decal, so just in case my wife wants one on her vehicle, she can get that. And more literature about that. Then you get your firearm, you got your flag, and underneath it, mine had the magazine there in the manual, had that logo or that sticker, and then of course it has a Palmetto State gun lock. And the box is pretty good. It's not plastic, it is cardboard, but it gets the job done. So you get the firearm out, and you can see that there are some cuts here that are going to help it get into your holster. So those are what they're talking about with that. Other than that, this looks a lot like a Glock 19. It does have the forward slide serrations, which a lot of people like. The finish seems to be really nice. Looks like standard type Glock 19 sights. We'll talk about that. One of the things I really do like about it is the texturing. It's not overly aggressive, but it does get in your hand really well. It points naturally. I'm a 1911 guy. I like a slightly less aggressive angle, but I've shot enough Glock 19s that this is something that I can handle fairly easily. Most of the things look pretty interchangeable with Glock 19s. Now I will tell you that I have done some research on the sights. From everything that I've seen, the sights, the tools aren't the same. I've heard kind of horror stories of trying to get the tools to work out to be exactly the same. So if you're thinking you're just going to put all your old Glock parts on this, you might want to do a little bit of research before you get into that. Me not being a Glock guy, that's not such a big deal to me. It does come with a single mag pull. This is going to have no metal. This is an all plastic magazine. I have some Glock 19 magazines. They do seem to work just fine. Just like Glock 19s, they don't, I mean, it's not bad, but they don't pop out at you. They did try to make some things look a little bit more stylish on it. You know, Glock blocks is, you know, something that people like to call. There is one finger groove here, so I don't know. It's never bothered me having a finger groove. So for those of you that hate them, that might be a problem. I will tell you that so when I got mine out of the box, and this is just the one I got, it was dry as a bone. I mean, it is dry. And the trigger feels chunky. There's a lot of creep. It stacks. You can hear it. And then it's mushy and then goes through. Now, that being said, it's not an overly complex trigger. It's not a double action trigger. You would need to practice with it a little bit. And I think if you are used to Glock triggers, this is not going to be something that's crazy hard to get used to. I mean, this is a Glock 19. I do like that there's a little bit of a beaver tail here. Feels good in the hand. The sights are nice. They're big. It's a self-defensive firearm, which I do like. I think it's going to be a very, very accurate, reliable gun. Breaks down just like all Glocks do. This is not, in my opinion, the best system to break down guns. Again, this is super, super dry, so it feels kind of chunky when removing it. It does have a captive recoil spring. It is metal. I do like that. The coating job that they did seems to be real nice, real well made, good machining. I mean, Palmetto State produces good stuff, or has people produce good stuff for them. It does have a nice polished feed ramp. You know, I didn't even bother to check it, but it is standard lands and grooves on the rifling. It's not polygonal or anything like that. All kind of looks like standard Glock affair. Now, I am going to be honest with you. I'm taking this puppy out to the range today. I'm supposed to be hanging out with the family. And when I do the cooking, my wife's pretty nice to me. And she does let me sneak away a little bit when it's family time. Not to mention the fact she is a big fan of her cousin. So she kind of ignores me anyway. So that kind of works out good for everybody. We'll go ahead and we'll put a little oil in a couple of different places on this particular firearm. See if we can get it to loosen up just a little bit. See if that's a dry problem going on here, or if that's just a little chunky monkey. So go ahead and put that in. I'll put my guide rod back in there. Doing this on camera is always fun. I like to put a little bit of lube. Well, I didn't get it on there very well, did I? Let's try that again, fellas. There we go, that's better. Put a lube on my recoil spring. Let's put that back on there. Yeah, it does sound better. Oh yeah, a little bit of oil, it seems like that's what it needs. That trigger got a lot better after I put a little bit of oil on it. So that's good. Does lock up on the last round, which is nice. It is easy to go ahead and get that down. I think that Glock puts theirs a little bit forward, which is not the way that I would do it. But it works out pretty well. I'm excited to give this a try. I also went ahead and I got online and purchased an Amberide holster, which is an inexpensive holster for Glock 19s. It comes with that, so I can adjust that. That's an Amberide there for you. Let's go ahead and give this a little look-see. It didn't lock up, didn't give me an auditory, but it does seem to fit. We'll go ahead and we'll carry this particular firearm with that and see how we like it. I do like that it comes all the way up, a little muffin top protection. The bucket will go ahead and we'll holster this puppy up and we'll see how she works, and I'll give you kind of on a range review a double hit on what I think about not only the PSA Dagger but also the Amberide holster as well. So you'll get a double dip on that one. I do want to thank you guys for going ahead and supporting the bucket, and the bucket shall not be infringed. I really appreciate all the comments. I love the back and forth I get to have with my subscribers. I love when you guys go ahead and hit that share button. And once again, you stay classy, YouTube.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.